Hello you lovely people and welcome. Today we're going to be cold starting the Black Box Simulations Scottish Aviation Bulldog. Now obviously there's the two main variants in this package. There's the T1 Royal Air Force and the SK61A/B, which is the Swedish Air Force. So I'm going for the Swedish livery today. Just for something a little bit different. And I've taken, if you go into the weight and balance, I've taken the, well, I did take the co-pilot out because he keeps appearing and reappearing, which is a bit of an issue. So I'll be flying solo, and we're on the grass apron at Cambridge Airport. So let's jump in the cockpit and start her up. As stated previously, we're using the Swedish version for this video, so this being the SK61A/B, got a lovely Swedish livery on there, the Swedish Air Force. Definitely stands out compared to the Royal Air Force variant. And if we jump in the cockpit, if we look around the cockpit, there are some slight changes, mainly in the labelling, some Swedish here and there, just to differentiate between the two. But yeah, looking around, not too much difference at all. So we will want battery power or hovered strom. We're going to switch on nav lights, upper and lower beacons, just to get some warning lights flashing here and there. We want the fuel pump on. We're going to switch to both over here, and just to reiterate, I've tried looking in the files and everything. I can't find a manual anywhere, so I'm going with what works for me. It's obviously not going to be the proper way to start up the aircraft, but it works. And if anybody knows the proper procedure, or knows where I've missed off anything or should have put in certain places, let me know in the comments. So yeah, we've switched over to both. We want the mixture to fully rich. Looking around, make sure got everything, and we can now flip the start button, push. And the engine has fired up nicely. Close the cover. Now switch on the generator to produce our own electricity. Okay. Now we can close the canopy. Okay. Come down here and lock it. Switch on the avionics master. So we can get the radios and things like that up and running. Now, if you're using a flight plan or doing things by GPS, you've got your Garmin here, and you can go in and sort out your flight plan via that. I've got nothing filed at all, so close that for now. In the zero, the G meter, zero out field elevation on the altimeter. Make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, and we'll zero out that one as well. Okay, and we are just going to have a little bit of a run up. So got the prop pitch all the way back, as we just want to run the engine up slightly. Got the parking brake on. See if we can get the oil temperature up a little bit. Okay. Not too much to do in here really. I mean, everything's pretty straightforward. Flap lever is in the up position. Our trims are all neutral. If you need the heat, the heat's there. We have a landing light, taxi light for when we're ready to move and take off. Parking brakes there, and we can simulate engine heat and obviously heat in the cockpit if we get sort of a misty effect. Other than that, really, there's not too much else you can do. Obviously, once the oil is warmed up enough, which it has, you need to remember to put the prop pitch in, otherwise you're not really going to move very far. Switch on your taxi light and taxi down to the end of the runway. Take the parking brake off. Okay, make sure it's clear, and the Raptor down the end there. Right, test our surfaces. Flaps, mid, lower, all good. Okay, fuel state is good, and let's roll. Flaps to intermediate. Sure there's nothing coming in, going out. Right, okay, so now we can switch on the landing light, taxi light off. That keeps catching my eye. No smoking during takeoff, landing or aerobatics. Okay, I've heard of smoke on aircraft on the outside, but never on the inside. Okay, so let's roll and get this thing in the air. A little bit of torque steer, counteract that with the rudder pedals. About 60 knots we should be able to get off the ground. Okay, and we're up. Trim out. Flaps up. Okay, there you go. We're up in the air, and job's a good one. So that was cold starting the Black Box Simulations Scottish Aviation Bulldog SK61A/B or T1, whatever you prefer. And like I say, there's no manual, not that I could find anyway. So there's no procedure for me to follow, so I've just pretty much made my own. If you feel that that's incorrect, let me know. I'll be interested to know the proper procedure, but like I say, what I've done works, gets you up in the air. I've not had any issues with it so far, and yeah, so I'm guessing not very many people see this video, as my previous one didn't get much in the way of views. I know it's been out a while and whatever, but and a slightly obscure subject, but yeah, if you haven't got any light trainers at all and you're looking for one, I can highly recommend Bulldog. It's nice and simple and a joy to fly. With that, I shall end the video here. If you got this far, thank you very much. I hope this has helped, and take care, and as always I will see you in the next one.